frustrated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Could be an alley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's long. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
But, and he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the San Jose State Spartans offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad. And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's McDaniel. Pressure coming. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Anderson.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Anderson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Trying to run it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Now the play fake.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Gets the back moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense staying on the field there in hurry-up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, if you needed any evidence that this coaching staff trusts their big offensive line, you saw it right there. 4th down, they go for it deep in their own end, and it pays off.
Come on. Don't you think they thought it was 3rd down?
Somebody on the sidelines got some explaining to do, but he's breathing a lot easier now that they were able to pick it up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Makes the catch, and he's free. he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fresno State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
On the move and looking deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's caught. It's McClain. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Jumped on top of the pile. Fresno State right back to the line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, going to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got a man. It's Clark. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Spartans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that.
Touchdown, San Jose State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's long. Turning it on. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Fresno State right back to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Go, go. Might have a chance. Just steamrolling the defense. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
Red 54, red 54. Shift. Go, go.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Malone. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on it and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now the Spartans calling their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
When a quarterback has that much time, he should be able to make a good decision and get rid of the football. Good protection by the offensive line. Find your spot, throw the football. You should not be taking hits when your offense provides that much protection for you.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught behind the line. It's long. What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Illini able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Fresno. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Malone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the San Jose State head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Caught over the middle. It's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll ride Davis here. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The line of scrimmage to 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They'll try to blast their way in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. from his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's McDaniel. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, San Jose State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on Fresno State's sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He's looking to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Rides the back and leaves it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You wonder about that play call on third and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Bulldogs will have it first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State right back to the line. Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the extra point was good. Coming out with it, it's Malone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Davis. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Back to pass, it's McDaniel. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Spartans have the lead.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
Fresno State, 28. San Jose State, 21. Number 98, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate.
Makes the grab in their space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Going to the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. The sure hands, it's Clark. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on second down. He's got him. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ball game.
Here's a heat, showing the arm strength down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.